Hey, traders. How's it going? We got a new week, man. We got a new week. It's Monday, and the S&P was pretty flat today, but energy did well, utilities did okay, and then healthcare was up marginally, then everything else was down. Talking about the sectors of the stock market, and then crypto. Look, dude, I mean, like, Bitcoin's down $200. There's like no liquidity. You got some S coins that are gonna be up. I mean, like ONT's up 8%, Tezo's up 12.7%, ZRX up 5%. This is gonna happen every day after their collapse. They've all collapsed, man, and so it's very easy to move those prices up compared to the way it used to be when everything was so much higher in price and market cap. So that bearish divergence that we had been discussing yesterday on Bitcoin's 4-hour, I'm not gonna be like, it played out, man, holy crap, it didn't go up, right? I mean, the divergence, like the negative momentum is building still off of that, and it's trying to play out some. Still above that, I guess that little supply line of the descending broadening wedge that you kind of broke out of, yeah, right? Just walked out of it and had gone nowhere. And really, there could still be in the cards of distribution, confirmation of distribution with one peak, then a second peak. But again, looks can be deceiving after, again, you've drawn down so much, so fast. And I'm just being real here, okay? Like, it looks like it's gonna roll over more. It's gonna go test 19,891. But just after such devastation like that, you could go back to the COVID crash, and it didn't really look like great, particularly when we bottomed out. Like, not really. I mean, it looked kind of very difficult to know for sure if it had bottomed, man. I mean, you rallied back above some key levels, and you back tested 5,800 or 5,900 a couple times before rallying higher. But even when you rallied higher, you were still pulling back. You were still having trouble breaking $7,000. But then eventually, yeah, you ran up later that summer. And so I'm just saying, 5,900's just a level that goes back. It's very real. I mean, extremely important level. Way stronger than 20K, by the way. You talk about first touch ever at 5,900 was October 2017. Then the crazy crypto crash, right, that ushered in this insane bear trap. And then again in June of 2018. August 2018 before you finally broke it, then broke back above it. I mean, that's the level where you did one time, then a second time before going higher. All right, then all kinds of crazy Wyckoff reaccumulation occurred, Wyckoff distribution, and then more reaccumulation before the big run. So I'm just saying, right, after you crash and you get obliterated, even when things maybe look like it, okay, look, hey, it looks like it's topping out here, one high, then the second high, can still pivot and rally higher, just sheerly, I think, based on the fact that it's been so destroyed. Okay, so hard even trusting bearish stuff down here because, right, there could be limited downside for the short term, just because short term, the worst happened. Like, the worst thing that possibly could have happened occurred, right? Where you go, my God, just from June 6th to the bottom. I mean, losing 45% of your value in 12 days, that is awful. That's really, really bad, dude. I mean, in 12-day period, let's just go back to the COVID crash and just, see 12 days. How many days do we have here? Do we have 12 days? It was way worse, man. It was like 12 days. Let's just go where it was 12 days. 12 days was like right here. So 55% losses in 12 days, 45% losses in 12 days. It's actually not that much different, is it? Not really. Not really that much different. About 10% worse when we had a black swan event where everything did this across all paper markets, right? So when that happens, man, even if it looks kind of bearish, okay, get it? You can't be bullish here because the trend's so trash, but at the same time, you had your opportunity for the shorts to trade, right? You had your opportunity, and it played out perfectly, brilliantly, and now we're just hanging out above 20K. So it's tougher, man, in these situations. After the TA was respected so hard, maybe it's going to be a little bit more difficult to forecast a short-term top or bottom, right? Yeah, back test. The supply lines happen all the time, man. And like you're kind of trying to do it, a couple of times, and that's what I'm saying. It's not over yet for higher prices, for this little relief rally recovery to continue. It very well could. I'm not going to be surprised if it rolls over here and collapses to 20K, 19K. I really can't be that surprised if it rallies higher, because what we know about Fibonacci and common retraces from your highs to lows, 382s, you're not even close, man. Not even close, dude. At this time from the high to the low, you've only retraced about 25, 26%. Normally, assets will run up 38%, 50%, 61.8% before they eventually roll over again and collapse to retest the lows. So that's why I'm saying, like, you just really tough right now. It wasn't tough, though. It was not tough in early June. It wasn't. It was pretty effing clear. Now it's not as clear because the damage is done. Okay, you got to empathize with me on that, right? Understand how much tougher it is here than it was here to kind of see maybe where we were going next. Okay, U.S. oil pivoting. Yeah, I mean, energy today did well. I mean, all the S&P, I mean, pretty much the whole freaking front page of the gainers, energy stocks. Valero up, my God, 8%. Devon Energy up 7.48%. Hess Corporation up 5%. Marathon Oil, Mosaic, right? Halliburton, Enphase, Diamondback. I mean, all these, Phillips 66, all energy related. There were a couple that weren't, but mainly all. So, yeah, that's what you get, man, when you see the tragedy of what, the leadership's doing to get those prices lower. There's no wonder why. And I don't think anything's going to change until another administration gets in there that's going to actually do something. But anyway, so that's your 4 hour on Bitcoin. Good luck, man. And then your daily. All right, remember we engulfed yesterday. Not much of an engulfing candle, but 45 minutes till you make your lowest daily candle close since June 22nd. It's the 27th now. So very little, like if it tops here, I don't really know what was making it top, just besides lack of demand. All right, so cool. Liquidity drying back up again. Very few, each candle represents 24 hours. I mean, not much movement. Not much movement. Okay, so Ethereum, we go to Ethereum, that is outperforming Bitcoin since the crash. It is. That's undeniable. You can clearly see here. 1223, you're still below it though, unfortunately. The bearish divergence really not playing out yet, really not doing anything. So interesting. It's just not rolled over yet. I just have a hard time feeling that confident when you can't break what it seems like a manufactured local top, right? Where you see clear resistance multiple times, June 14th and the 16th, 15th, 16th, and now you're right back at it. And now you're below it, and now you're back testing the bottom of it, which is really another level of daily close back from 2018, the dead cat bounce right there, January 2018. Yeah, you're below that too. So below that level, very thin order book. So you just can't feel very confident here for a fresh long. That's kind of dumb, even if it rallies here, man. Okay, that's just my opinion, because you're literally right now failing to break a zone, like a new zone. It's kind of like a battleground right here. Clearly, just locally, you're being shown locally it's a real inflection point, and you're below the inflection point. So until you break that, it's not really breaking anything. Okay, it could be at the highest risk area ever for a fresh long, and or one of the lowest risk areas for just a short-term short. Right, so you got to get above 1264-ish, right? And then you could see 1420 pretty fast. And I think that will happen if Bitcoin pivots here, but this argument's so weak, even if it happens. Like, great, dude. But yeah, we know Fibonacci would tell us that maybe it's not over. There could be a little bit higher prices to go for these cryptos, man, that are destroyed. Okay, so that's your Ethereum. Okay, understand where you are. You're not breaking out. You're below the breakout point. In fact, you failed to break out until you break out again. Until you break 1264, you're at the top of a potential little range being manufactured, created right now, where the bottom of the range you could say is maybe $910. So imagine if this thing was to run back down to the bottom of the range again from where it is now. My God, that's like 24% downside. Yikes. So if you were wanting to be bullish on this, you know the area that has to be broken for real, and it's 1264 here. Clearly. Hope we're all on the same page. Daily. The unfortunate events here that will develop now, no matter what. I'm talking no matter what. Hidden bearish divergence will occur once the positive momentum begins to subside. You made a high, you've made an unbelievably trash lower high. Now you have higher levels of positive momentum. What does that mean when this actually starts losing its positive momentum? A continuation is implied to the downside. Hasn't happened yet. You're still building it, but not very strong. And you know, you're just skating below 40, which 40, if you're below 40, you're in the bearish control zone on the relative strength index. So just, I need more, dude. Like, if you want me to like be, hey man, I think we could go to 1420, then break 1223, 1264 for real, and don't be a scrub. And don't be like bearishly engulfing at 1264, and then now today back testing 1223. Right there as a resistance, and then in 41 minutes closing below it. Don't do that. That's trash price action. It's like, what are you doing? It's so weak, man. So that's your Ethereum. We can look at total that has done nothing really at all. So
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
So yeah, I mean, it looks very similar to Ethereum, and the same argument could be claimed here, where if you just were to go to the 4 hour or something, right? Wouldn't you agree that there's some sort of range being created here? Whatever way you want to look at it, you know, you can clearly see it. You are not above it at all. In fact, you've failed to break it. And reality is just kind of like, you see the wick high, and then like that candle high, close. And you can just see the up thrust and then the back test of the up thrust. And it's just, for now, I mean, and then of course, right? Of course, classic bearish divergence on total market cap. It's very similar to Ethereum, right? It's almost identical, like in every way, right? So it could be the highest risk area ever to take a fresh long. Just remember, how could you be in a very, very bearish trend for a pretty long time now, and then the asset recovers off its lowest low, you know, fell below the, well, at least Ethereum fell below its previous cycle's top, and then recovered 25.5% in a week. And now you want to be taking a fresh long when it's doing this stuff, even if it broke to the upside. That's crazy. There's no strategy involved with you longing here, even if it breaks to the upside. I hope you get that, okay? I hope you understand. At the bottom of the range, you're talking about 782 billion. That's like 25% downside from here. So, my God, man, I really do hope it keeps making higher highs, higher lows. I really do. I hope it breaks 952. And everyone could be like, ha, whatever, man, screw your resistance that is literally being regarded here. And we run up to 1 trillion again. You're not going to see me mad about it, dude. And I'm not going to be surprised either, because we crashed so much for so long. All right, so I'm just having trouble here finding an argument that's really, really bullish, okay? Even if it goes up because Fibonacci and stuff, okay. It's the crypto order, man. Hey, this is the order, the cryptos, man. Gail's in here too. Caffeine, what's up? What's up, JG Piles? Oh my God, look who else is here.
I have some evidence Man Bear Pig could be in this area.
Man Bear Pig's in the chat. Crypto Hoarder, I thought you were about to say, I thought you said ETN. You were holding your ETN shorts. You probably, that's how you got rich, man. You were just net short on ETN for 3 years. Jonathan still likes turtles. Eternally. Ooh. Jonathan likes turtles eternally. All right. Someone write that down. I'm going to patent that and NFT it, okay? Okay, so BNB, who's next? What's the next largest coin? Flip your coin, and today it is XRP. It's XRP. This is down 1%. 1%. After that blockbuster day last week, it was up 10, 11%. And I don't see really anything that's spectacular. It's not making higher highs yet. In fact, it went to 38 cents where we thought it could very well go based on looking left, and it hit 38 cents, and that's it so far. It's only seen it one time. So this is just, right, what was the most recent discernible event on XRP? The lowest low of the entire downtrend. The lowest low since January of 2021. So it's been over a year. So when that's the case, that's not really good. I mean, and now you're not making a higher high. So there's just nothing you can say that is really bullish about XRP yet. I bet we could probably get away with some cute little, consolidation structure and there, probably something like that, a little bit. Maybe you could even get cuter and try to say, hey man, we have downsloping price contraction. Sure, I guess you could try and say that a little bit. But you haven't even tested the supply line yet, really, right? There's just nothing there yet. I mean, besides divergence, that's great, man. The divergence helped, right? The bullish divergence helped XRP usher in a 34% rally off its lowest lows. 34%, that's not a joke, in 6 days. That might be it. That could be as good as it gets because the trend's so bearish that your bullish indicators might play out. But if they do, oftentimes they're underperforming, and that might be as good as it gets. Another lower high. It's not very good. There's no bullish argument here yet, even if it goes higher. Got to get that, okay? XRP, and then we go to, what's the next one? Was it Cardano, right? Yep. Down 0.1%, 1.2%. Still right at this area, right? This one's just like, what? So close to that demand line.
/USDT Binance chart on TradingView. Thank you, and I love your streams.
Yeah, no, thanks for the 20, dudes. Keeping it going. Yeah, dude. We'll look at Matic. Much love. I love the support, dude. Cheers.
Yum yum. Enjoy.
Seth Gecko, thank you for the yummy super chat. Much love, dude. Enjoy. I've never seen it spelled that way. Very good. It's kind of like enjoy like that, spelled like eternally. Hey, it's Ajahn, man. Really, dude? You're just gonna tip me and say nothing? Nothing, dude? Thank you. Thank you, Ash. So that's not Monero. This is Cardano. Cardano right here on your chart, very close to that supply line. You were confined within this downtrend eternally since September of August of 2021, really. I don't know if you're gonna break it. So what does this mean? When you're in downtrends, supply lines in downtrends equal overbought territory. So you're technically becoming overbought just because you touched the heart line and then you just went sideways for a month and a half. And now you're like today and yesterday kind of touching the supply line again. So what happens? I mean, it's just, of course, the directionality of this is going to be dictated by Bitcoin and probably more so the index funds. So you're maybe on breakout watch, but at the same time, you might be at the lowest risk area ever for a collapse. That's what I'm saying. It's so tough because so much damage has been done to these assets that looks can be deceiving. Even though it looks like it's about to roll over even more, we know these assets they haven't done anything from their previous highs to lows. They've gone up, Bitcoin's gone up 26%. That is trash. That is so shallow. Normally 38% to 61%. Not even close. All right, so that's Cardano. Ugly. Might be on a breakout watch, but also could be on breakdown watch. where we are. Okay. Cardano, and then Solana. Okay. Right, sold that was back above 37.20 and just a peak from May 26th and July of last year. You're above it barely. If you ever break that, you're screwed. If you stay above it, you might be destined for $48 again. It's probably just gonna all depend on Bitcoin. Wow, homogenous market. It jumped across that and broke that supply line, even back tested that supply line of support for rallying, and now you're above the 200 moving average on the 4-hour. But my God, I mean, look at all this triple bearish divergence on the MACD histogram, and you're not really doing anything but trying to set up for more hidden bullish divergence. I think it's a little early to be calling that, but I think you're in okay shape being above 37.20, right? It is being regarded as support resistance. So if you're above that, you're okay. And if it stays that way for long enough, you could be running to 48.62. I'm not going to be surprised, dude. This thing literally has been destroyed. So when you're so destroyed, you could rally higher. Wow. Harder times, man. Liquidity is gone. Liquidity is just out of these markets, and they did it in dramatic fashion multiple times. We had multiple Black Mondays, we had a Black Saturday. All that money just exits the market and doesn't come back, right? That's it. Market participants exiting, not coming back. Sideways consolidation, exiting, not coming back. So yeah, but I completely get it. I mean, like, hey, you make another higher low here and the bearish divergence underperforms, you go back up to 952 again. Some good news. You can be breaking the upside and see them trillion again. So, and that would take Sol up. That would take all these altcoins up. Okay, all of them. Thanks for the over 700 people tuned in on a very, very slow Monday. My God, I think the S&P was just like the market was closed today for sure. Just about. I mean, that's what I'm saying. How little price action there was on the index funds. Let's go to Dogecoin because, why not? Sorry. Scammers everywhere, dude. Old Doge, remember how it tested that key level that was once support from history? Support before breaking. You're rallying back. It was all the time support. Now it's resistance. Yikes. That's a perfect back test. I mean, you could keep going higher if Bitcoin keeps going higher, but I mean, on one like this, I wouldn't be liking something like this that's in a very, very well established downtrend that has made a bearish back test successfully and is off its lows by a lot. Off its lows, my God, at its highest point, 61% off its lows. I mean, that's a great little run right there in 9 days. So I don't trust Doge for higher prices. I love the bearish back test, the successful bearish back test. But yeah, I mean, it's just going with Bitcoin. Remember, there was divergence across this whole market, and like 2 days now, like it's kind of like 2 days in a row, you're testing 7.8 cents and not breaking it. So that's not really good. Just saying. If you ever did break 7.8 cents, I would think that 9.3 to 10 cents would be in the cards. And then you could start developing some X, A, B, C, D structure. You could be working on a very large wave up. But the large wave up, who cares? Because it's just going to make a lower high than the previous highs and roll over again. So, yeah, that's what we're at, the massive destroyed, beaten down prices. And yeah, if like more moderate rallies occur, you can't be that surprised here because, again, devastation already happened. You'll get what's going on, kind of. It's like a dead market right now. It's the summertime. The Fed is tightening. Interest rates going up. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. All of those things kind of suck and make the market conditions just not easy for longs, dude. Just not. I mean, short-term longs if you were gonna, but normally in these conditions, you're looking for assets to be confirming tops at resistance points before rolling over again. You know, short opportunities. But the short opportunities happened, and they played out in amazing fashion. And now it's like you're still down at those levels where shorts have covered some. Yep. Telling you, man, this is the trying, troubling times for the live streamer. For the, right? I mean, I'm covering markets all this time. These are the hard times. These are the, you know, when we look at a daily candle and you can barely even tell it even moved. Like today on Doge. You know what Doge opened at? Doge today opened at 7.28 cents. Doge is currently at 7.23 cents. So it's like stuff like that. It's just day in, day out, and barely any movement, right? So Doge, and then Polka Dot doing nothing today. You know, pretty weak, really. I would have figured this thing would have gone to at least test the supply line at 874. It hadn't even done that. It's so bad. Like, what? You're trying to tell me you can't even... Like, I get it. It was perfect, dude. I love DOT because of how well it's respected its key levels, like the Jesus, man. But now it's like bouncing off a key level that was a target area once it failed to break 1040 for the second time. That's where we thought it was probably going, and it did, and now it's rallying for a second time, and it just can't catch the bids. There's no one buying it. No one's buying DOT. So massive underperformer, and if this, you know, Bitcoin rolls over, then you're going right back down to 668, 650. You break that 550, then 360 after that. Okay, you understand, man? So hey, you know, the stream title and the thumbnail, like Robinhood and FTX and all that. Let's make a little quick improv over to the Robinhood chart, which is hood, which is extremely ironic because if you owned this asset long term, you would be probably living in the hood because that's the only place where you can afford to live because you have been destroyed. And Robinhood today limited up, right? It pumped so hard on the rumor that they had to halt trading, but they, I mean, I looked and saw that like an hour ago that the FTX owner CEO said that that's not true. They're not buying Robinhood. They're not, and it's down 5.6% after hours, where this blue line is, the blue dotted line. It's very, very hard to see on my screen. I know it sucks. It's right there. But you got as high as 975. Does it matter? 975, that's still the lowest high of all time. If that ends up being the top, which looks like it's gonna be, because if the rumor isn't true, you're done, son. You're going back down to 689, an all-time low. Nothing about this chart is good. Nothing. What's the most recent discernible event on the daily? June 16th area, the lowest low in human history of this chart. It IPO'd and got to an all-time high of $85, and now $85. It's now $9, $8.61 after hours. Hey man, if you get back above 10 bucks, let's talk. Maybe it probably would be going to $15 because up, down, up, down. Or sorry, down, up, down, up, down. Guess what? You break 10 bucks, you can be going to $15 real fast based on historical price action, but you're not above it. That's the problem. You're not. So this is trash, just like Coinbase. Complete and utter trash, pretty much from start to finish. Hey, I'd say something about this. There's only two reasons why you IPO. Two reasons. One reason, the pure reason, the good reason.
Waiting for RVV to pop off, then going back into crypto. What would you recommend for a 3-year hold?
I'm not big on 3-year hold stuff here. This is just really traditional technical analysis channel. And we just, we're looking for predictable patterns, historical patterns that have been researched hundreds of or thousands of times.
HDRN had a pump right after launch in March before going lower and lower until a recent 7-day pump. There is hardly enough data to make conclusions. Can you take a look anyway? Thanks, Mitch.
So, Rosa, man, thanks for the 30. Matt, thank you for the 5 Canadian super chat. Thank y'all both. I will address those. So, again, though, right? It's like 2 reasons why you'd IPO, or theoretically why you would ICO, but we all know ICOing at this point is literally just taking people's money. But an IPO would be, hey, an organization that had a working product. They would like to get more seed money, more capital, so they could expand their business that was already equitable from the start. They just want more so they can expand that nice business model they had. Thank you, Ashim. But still, again, man, nothing, no TTS. What's going on, dude? Are you mute today? Are you muted? Are you a mime? Thank you, dude, for the 41 on the day, Kings. All right, so that's reason 1. Second reason, so the people that listed this thing can get super dumb rich and screw everybody else. When you look at the chart after an IPO and you see it look like this, you understand which one it was, which reason of the 2, which there's only 2, and we just went over them. We know answer number 2. The people that created Robinhood, the insiders before it was IPO, they got rich and everyone else got destroyed. You want another good example of that? We can look at it. Remember, this is the one Kramer called. We like Coinbase at 485, 475, or something stupid. Another one where it was pretty much like scam. You know, they're an IPO, and that was it. You had one little rally here, and it's down at all-time lows. So, was Coinbase, did it need extra capital so it could expand its business model, so it could help more people in the world? Or was it really for insiders to make all their money and then dump on everyone else? Well, we kind of know the answer by looking at the chart. So, there you go. Transfer wealth. Yep. Big money from small money, unfortunately. A lot of retail money to smart money. Yep. So, yeah, it sucks, man. But a little education on IPOs and ICOs, dude. Scams. Okay, so that was kind of, we kind of pivoted, stopped right there because it was the thumbnail. It was kind of a big deal. I think it was probably the most notable thing that happened on all the stock market today. So anyway, let's go to the S&P. Let's go to the S&P 500 and look how nothing happened really today at all. It was just kind of like, dude, was the market open today? It gapped up marginally, right? It gapped up, opened at like 39.21 and rallied a little bit and then just sold off and then just kind of closed at 38.97. I wouldn't call that a particularly great candle or anything. I think there's many gaps below you that are gonna fill eventually, but there are gaps above you. So I think you might be in coin flip territory. And obviously, you know, after one low and then what we know about wave structures, I can't be surprised that even if you sell off and fill a gap at 3,800, you can still pivot, making a higher low and rally. This little relief rally could last a little while, man. Midsummer, part 1's over, right? And then part 2 a lot of times comes in the later quarters, right? Late Q3, early Q4. I mean, you know, some of the worst times ever are in October, right? We know all the dreadful historical moments then. From that month. So we could just be lolling around, extremely dangerously low liquidity right now, hence the gaps, and such little price action and movement during intraday. All right, that just anything can move this market. So proceed with caution. But yeah, I think the oscillation you get up and down, maybe a higher low, and it could just continue rallying. I mean, it could go all the way up to 4,200 and still be extremely bearish. You've got to understand that. So just know the trend we're in. It's really tough here, man. I'm scanning charts. My God, my stock watch list. I'm just hitting space bar. I'm like have a bucket next to me because I keep like getting sick. I like want to vomit because just everything just doesn't really look good, man. I mean, energy, you know, they're in uptrends, but my God, their uptrend's been going on since the COVID crash, you know, and some are getting ridiculous, but everything else though, man, just lower highs like this, but they're even worse, man. There's so many they look like these S coins, man. They look so bad. So it just really, you do that, you're like, oh God, I gotta go outside, man. I gotta just take a break. It's ugly, okay? S&P and the Dow Jones. Looking at these index funds, of course, like we do daily. And it was, I mean, it's a gorgeous channel. I mean, it's like, you know, you print this out. This is a downtrend. You put it on the refrigerator. And exact same thing. I mean, same. You're right below that heart line of the channel. If you break that, hey man, you can run all the way up to $33,000. Still be extremely bearish trend. Still be making a lower high in the previous high or the same high. That's fine too. So you don't know here. I figured like if you're gonna hold this level, there could be more upside. There has been a more upside. You know, every day we're live, right, for the most part, and you were falling below the level and then you got back above it. It's like, hey, that's a good sign. There could be more upside because you just confirmed for the second time locally that short-term bottom's in. And so we've got a little bit more upside, and I'm not sure how much further it's gonna go, but everything's terrible, right? I mean, like fundamentally, all the market conditions are so bad, man. NASDAQ. Ooh, dangerously close on this one to a dark cloud cover candle. Very close, but I don't think it quite is. Could be a reversal. You don't like that, but whatever. It could just be nothing. I don't think that's a good candle. I mean, S&P, Dow Jones, whatever, they're so small, but this one almost pierced through 50% of the previous candle. So, but opened higher, and that is a textbook Japanese candlestick reversal. Very close. So still could be valid right here. It's so close. But you know, you understand you're still very bearish trend, and you're getting a relief rally because of low. Then secondly, you got the same thing. You made the low, then the lower low, and you had a bigger wave up, but still made lower highs than previous highs before it. Same thing could happen, man. We go on a crazy bear trend rally, and you're still going to be bearish for a very, very long time. Okay. What the heck just happened, man? The music stopped? Wow. Dang, dude. Get an audio check, man. I'm getting tired of the music being too loud. When I like review the stream for a minute just to check the levels, and I keep hearing too much music. It's like we should not be hearing much music at all. Like it should be mainly me, and it's like I can barely even hear the music. Okay. So that's your NASDAQ. Go to the Russell 2000. Wise Tether trending on Twitter. Oh, that's another big piece of news. I think the CTO of US Tether, USDT, they have informed everyone that there are hedge funds, traditional market hedge funds, that are actively shorting the US dollar Tether. You know, stress testing, see if they can depeg it because, you know, after seeing what happened to UST, they think maybe, just maybe, there could be problems with US dollar Tether too. I think they're just doing, you know, the cool thing, and that's what's going on. That's why it's trending on Twitter. Very interesting. I mean, that's like, whoa, dude. You want to be paying attention to US dollar Tether. It's still pegged perfectly. We'll look at that literally right after this. Good on even just bringing that up, Fractal. Yeah, man. Okay, so downtrend. And hey, great news though on the Russell 2000, back above 1743. You gotta love that, because we understand if you're above 1743, the only price action that's ever happened is straight up, straight down, straight up, and then straight down. That's it. You've never really done anything else. So above this level, I would say if you break back above it, it always makes sense to back test it, to retest it to make sure it's support again. Anonymous, thanks for the merch perch, or the perchandise. Thank you, dude. Much love. Great piece of art right there. Thank you, dude. We could obviously, I mean, I could do it right now, man. We could combine this and make it into a channel like all the others. All right, we'll go from top to bottom here. Something like that. And so you can understand just a supply line. You could run all the way up, dude, to $1,900. That's that supply line. And, you know, in downtrends, right, that is over bought territory, over bought conditions in a downtrend. So you just can't, it's, again, the devastation has happened not once, but then twice. And the second time, it's just not as, there's not as much power as the first drawdown. So you know, wave structures, we know about them. X, A, B, C. C could be complete. Now you're working on the C to D wave, which is always the bigger wave. Doesn't mean it's going to go to 786, 886. I'm just saying, right? I mean, things been destroyed, just like Bitcoin's been destroyed. If rallies occur, like, you can't be that surprised. So much damage has been done in this market, okay? We got 13 minutes till the daily candle close in crypto. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, sub, as we just now are finishing up on the index funds. We can switch over to golds. That, you know, not really, you know, it's still alive, but there's no buyer. I mean, not really. Like, the thing is, like, $10 trillion market cap asset. Like, how do you even move this thing anymore? You may not even be able to, dude. There's not enough liquidity in the system to move a $10 trillion asset anymore. Like, I mean, but it's still making higher lows. It's hard to argue. You've been making higher lows for like a year, dude. A year. And you have been, like, locally been making higher highs, higher lows for like a year. But it doesn't matter if, like, you end up, after making all these higher lows, you stop making higher lows and then it's over. That's what we're talking about. The threshold for failure, 1793. Below that, meh. Hey, it was an argument for a long, go figure. You can't long anything but energy anymore, you know, because the market is so awful. But hey, until you fall below that level, we got a chance, man. We got an argument, at least a technical argument for more upside, but that upside's not come yet. And it's just, I want to talk about a boomer asset. This is as boomer as it gets, dude. This right here, gold. Silver just looks like a friggin' bear flag, dude, doesn't it? I mean, how could you even, like, gold kind of, hey, man, I know when to cut my losses, 1793, you're out. You're done, dude. You're done. No more accumulation. It's over. Silver, though, no accumulation. There hadn't been accumulation. That's obvious. That's so evident on the chart. And now you're just, after you crashed, right? You crashed from $26 to $20, very short period of time. You're now just bearishly consolidating, right? This is, you have impulses and consolidation. You just impulsed, now you're consolidating. Consolidation is awful. This is, again, in football terms, right? When you're in a bear trend, it's like, hey, look, the superior offense, the Bears have the ball, right? They scored a touchdown. They kicked off to, after the crash, you know, the dump, right? They kicked off to the Bulls. The Bulls have a trash team this year. They're real bad. Their offense is so inept. They're scrubs, dude. And hey, it's like, it's 3rd and 25. You know, they got a holding penalty, and they ran the ball on 2nd down and got tackled in the backfield. Awful. That's where we are. 3rd and 25 for silver. Yeah, right. Imagine thinking they're going to convert here and go for a first down. First downs, you break above 23 bucks. Yeah, right, dude. Okay, so awful, man. Lower highs, lower lows. I don't like platinum anymore either. Metals, just gold's the only one that I really kind of, I don't like this, dude. Remember, I'm done. Like, I do not like platinum anymore. I thought it was okay when it was testing this level and holding, starting to rally, but when it confirmed that second top, I'm done. Nope. Extremely bearish price action right now. And now you officially hit the lowest price you had seen since December of 2021 today or yesterday, which, you know, they have different opens and closes about 3 hours ago. It hit its lowest low since December. So platinum just hit its lowest price of the entire year of 2022. Bearish. As if, downside potential, insane. I think you could go down to 756 from here once this breaks. Okay? How fast things can change when new data presents itself to you, okay? You've got to be able to identify confirmation of distribution. When things looked okay, not anymore, they don't. Not anymore. Same thing that we did to identify the collapse of crypto. The same thing. Oh, it could be okay. Then confirm the top. Nope, no more bearish on Bitcoin. That was what we did on the S&P 500, Dow Jones. Once you do this stuff, it's over. Collapse could be coming. And when it happens, man, oh my God, from the breakdown, like 15% downside on platinum. Yeah. Huh? Pisano? What are you talking about? Fibonacci? Dude, Fibonacci means son of Bonacci. Son of Bonacci in Italiano. Mathematician hype from Italy. Long time ago, dude. All right. So, Get wrecked platinum, get wrecked metals, get wrecked copper, big time wrecked. Oh my God, I think there's still so much more downside, but after collapsing like that and being in no man's land, I think you could rally. Of course, it could be a, just a bear rally, just a little retrace before collapsing further. It looks terrible still. It was like yesterday, wow. Like today, really. You rallied and did nothing. And that's clearly showing no buyers, no bids on copper chat, no bids still. You had your fun in the sun, and now it's time to come undone. 3:30 in time, 3:30. And then really a full reset. I mean, like deep reset, my God, 250 in time. This is kind of just the beginning. You only broke below that action magnet move level, that August 19th level, a few days ago. So it's really just the beginning. You could certainly go for back test, and I wouldn't be surprised. You go for back test 395 on silver and you start seeing it react and sell off and close below it. That's like active short right there. You want to be going short on phase E of Wyckoff distribution stuff. Okay, so yeah, I hope it does rally so we can confirm that copper is screwed. That would be the best. Okay. So you get it. Metal's kind of trash, and gold's like the only one that has a hint of a chance. And my God, we get closer and closer to it not having a chance and being a massive double top. Wouldn't be surprised either way. And these market conditions are so bad. Okay. And then we can switch over to U.S. oil that did have a good day, right? It truly is it bullishly engulfed on Friday. Then yesterday or today got some follow through. Right back at 110.55. Not a joke, it's a real area. It's a clear inflection point from February 2012 and August 2013. You're at it. You haven't broken it yet, but hey, man, still making unbelievably still making higher lows. And now, in actuality, right, the argument for hidden bullish divergence on both oscillators is coming to be, right? There it is. Coming to be. Impending price action continuation implied. My God, this level. Can you believe it, chat? Resistance, 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 support, 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 support again. Higher lows again. Unstoppable. Look, more divergence, man. Continuation implied. It's crazy. I don't know, though. This is a huge level, dude. If you fail to break 114.79, 110.55, you could be in a lot of trouble. It could be over. Still could be over, man. Even if you broke those levels, you could be coming for a type 2 return here. Right, before going much lower. Type 2 return on a harmonic happens all the time, man. So nice. And how about natural gas that was destroyed and is bullishly engulfing? And we're talking about, if you watch the stream, what is $6? What is $6.30? If you pivot here based on history, when you're in uptrends and you pull back to this level and you hold this level and you start rallying off of it, oh my God. When we did it one time, it went to all-time highs, which was 15.79. If you want me to go back in history and show you, just engulfed at a critical level. Here it is. Look at this, very critical level. You just engulfed and got back above it. That's big time. That's not something to be ignored. All right, let me show you here. Look how you were in an uptrend, similar to the way we are now. You rallied and then you pulled back, right? Back in 2005. Natural gas, peaked out at 792, went all the way down 22% in 50 days, back tested it as a support, made a higher low, and then eventually ran to all-time highs. So I'm just saying this level is not a joke, something to pay attention to. It was extremely overbought. It was showing bearish divergence, quadruple bearish divergence on the oscillators played out like the Jesus. And now you're at a key level and you've engulfed, and let's pay attention because this is where you could be running back up to 763 very fast. Okay. No Elon Musk tweets for 5 days. Whoa, dude, that's crazy. Well, oh yeah, sorry. Let's look at US dollar tether to the US dollar, just so you can see what I was talking about a minute ago. It's nothing, dude. It's nothing. It's like 99.9. That's not anything, dude. It's still completely coupled to the US dollar, but again, they were saying that there are institutions that are actively shorting this US dollar tether to just probably see what's going on with it, see if they can depeg it and destroy the crypto market so they can then buy all the cryptos at dirt cheap, unbelievable, homeless levels, okay? I look like Fibonacci? Doubt that. Doubt that. Do we have any other people that think I look like Fibonacci, dude? Do we even know what he looked like, man? Yeah, shorting tether. I know, they're crazy. It's like, so many things to short. You're shorting a stable coin. Crazy. I mean, again, that is like, they are shorting, that's like a black swan, right? Where it's like low probability outcome, right? Low probability of happening. But my God, the tailwind, if it happened, they would be uber rich. But it's like, again, that's like COVID crash. Like, what? Where'd that come from, man? All right. So we could, just doing that. Let's look at, since we're there, look at US dollar tether dominance, right? I mean, why not? No problems, dude. Just coming off fresh all-time highs where it got to a market cap dominance percentage of 9.48%. It's just making a higher low. I mean, you engulfed yesterday. Technically, you're gonna confirm a higher close than yesterday. Today, the trend is still extremely bullish, right? Look at this trend, man. Wouldn't you want to own this? Wouldn't you want to own this chart? What a long-term uptrend. All it does is win, dude. All it does is make higher highs, higher lows its whole life. So now the acceleration, right? You are accelerating. You're no longer linearly running, right? Where there's just a straight line. Now it's legging up, where, right, acceleration of accumulation. I'm helping you visualize the acceleration. Right, you see these legs. You can use a curved line tool too, but that's kind of what it means. And the 2618 fib extension is 10.6%. Could definitely see that happening if Bitcoin rolls over again, man. For real. Thanks for 300 likes. Yeah, sure. Thank you, dude. Times are tough, man. Times are tough. I don't even know. Is there something I can do to earn a like, chat, from y'all, the viewers? Is there something else I should be doing? I don't know, dude. I'm trying, man. I'm doing my best, and these market conditions are awful, okay? Can't imagine how many people have already just given up. Drinking water because S-coins make me thirsty. Whew. Okay, so we can switch it to food, where you got wheat futures that is now officially back tested 919, a key level that goes back to pretty much 2011, 2012. A very clear level. Like, this is an upthrust level. I mean, if you don't hold this level, I'm telling you, the target on wheat is insane. The downside on wheat, if it doesn't hold this level, which it could, man, it could fall below it and rally back above it in a few days, whatever. But if it doesn't hold, based on history, you could be going down 30% on wheat. The top could be in. You've hit the historical levels where tops do get put in, so you can't be surprised after such an insane run that it is over with confirmation. So in critical areas on wheat, pay attention to this 919 area and the 200-day moving average, because if you start falling below it resoundingly, man, there's a lot of downside. Based on history, not my feelings, right? Look at the order book between 635 and 919. It's a lot of up and down, a lot of straight up and down, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, new day. All right, so let's go back to Bitcoin. Back to Bitcoin, man. Some Jesus chimes for the new day. Hype in the chat. We gotta manufacture hype in the chat because we can't get it from the markets, dude. Unless it was 2 Saturdays ago. Then we had all the hype we could ever ask for. There it is. Follow through off the candle from yesterday, but it's really nothing burger. Can't be surprised if we see 19,891 again. At the same time, I understand how you crash so hard that it's just not easy, because the retrace has been so effing shallow so far. It's kind of weird that it would just be unreal testament to how weak this market is if this is truly where it started rolling over again. It'd be awful. It'd be like Dang, man, that is hyper bearish. When you just 26% retrace and then you collapse again, dude. Is the shit, man?
Bruh.
Ash M tipped $25. That 1776 shirt is classic. Can't wait for that in addition to looking forward to implanting those charts right into the dome.
Into
When
the
then
dome.
you get a chance, can you teach me where I'm wrong on last post in community chat below Citadel on Discord?
Sure, dude. Sure, yeah, we can do that. I can add that to the list of requests and stuff. Yeah, we got a few of them. I think maybe a few. And we got like 3, maybe. Yeah, 3 right there. So thank you, dude. Yes. Thanks for the 66 on the day. Session Top Jesus, dude. Thanks, man. Okay. So that's it. We just, logo on the 8th. We top of the hour. We look at come back to Bitcoin, Ethereum, just kind of assess the way it looks. And yeah, certainly Ethereum. I mean, I know it can break 1264 and go to 1420, of course, but it didn't do that. It actually just confirmed a local level as resistance, right? It actually did that. This isn't like a Rudy Poo joke. This is like it hit a zone, up thrusted, and then failed, and then back tested the up thrust pretty much, and it's failed again. And now you're near the top of the zone. And God, dude, I hope it breaks it and goes to 1420, and that would make sense because of the retrace, right? Let's just talk about the high up here to the low. You're at like a 28%, 30% retrace. Normally assets will rally between a 38% and 61% retrace. We call that the golden zone. You're not there. You didn't do it. And if you are topping out here, that is testament to how hyper bearish this trend is. Okay. Not really what you were looking for. You needed to break that, and you've only failed and confirmed that you have failed. So it could be the highest risk ever for a fresh long. Because remember, the asset Ethereum, from its lowest low, that fateful Black Saturday, it recovered 46% in 7 days, 20 hours. Let's just say 8 days, 46%. Not a good time to be taking fresh longs on assets to do that in bear trends, dude. It's just not. If you miss that, what, you gonna try to long now after you just failed to break a key resistance and confirmed it, and then you missed the 46% ride? Not just not smart, man. I mean, I don't care. Even if it breaks upward, you keep playing the numbers game, man. Doing this stuff, doing that type of stuff, not gonna end well. So anyway, that's just your 2 coins, and I guess we can look at BNB real quick. Not really here, man. Just kind of follow Bitcoin. It is above 225. I would think at this point 225 or 211 being back tested would be appropriate. Wouldn't be weird. I'd be kind of a little surprised if it just broke above this level and didn't back test the level after breaking it. So if you hold 225 on the back test, then that's when it could very well rally to much higher levels. X, A, B, C, C to D. Could be working on the C to D wave right now. Very, very nasty downtrend, though, clearly conceptualized on the chart. You can see it in the channel. Below 210 is death. It's $40. It's there will be a fire sale on BNB if it ever really breaks that level with confirmation and resounding price action. Okay, so I guess we can get some requests, man. Get these knocked out. Okay, this is how it's going, man. There's no price action. The markets are kind of flat everywhere. There's just the volatility. It's not there. There's no liquidity. It's the summertime sadness, right? Some would say. That request was from Matic. Matic that had a nice little pop off its lows. It wasn't insane. It was crazy. It pretty much hit 30 cents. It hit 31 cents, which the target area was 30 cents, and it rallied off that. And the unfortunate occurrence in development now is a lower high than your previous high from June 9th. And what? Can somebody tell me what could be developing on Matic right now if all stayed the same? Somebody tell me. I just gotta make sure that this stream's live, I will wait. I'm on strike until I get answers. Okay. Gary, you're disappointing me bad, dude. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Why am I not doing that? I should always be doing stuff like this, right? I just forgot. Next time I'll do it when I do this. This is a daily double bet, oh my god!
I have some evidence Fanbear Pig could be in this area.
Sorry, wrong button. Not bad, dude. Yes, the correct answer was hidden bearish divergence. That was the correct of correct answers. It was the only right answer. Bearish divergence, true. It is true, but a hidden bearish divergence is the real answer, okay? Daily double, sure, dude. You all get extra attendees from me, okay? Yeah, a continuation downward implied on a lower high and a downtrend. This could be extremely reliable. It's already starting to happen. I mean, 72 hours of red candles. If it's going to play out, if this is truly going to be respected, I think the target would be 43 cents on Matic from here, if this plays out. But you just don't know, because it's all on Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin's been destroyed. We know Fibonacci. We know the retrace so far on Bitcoin has been pathetic and not moderate at all. Not in the golden zone. So if Bitcoin does continue to rally upward, then this is going to keep going. But if Bitcoin's done, you know, Bitcoin's that 4-hour bearish divergence keeps playing out, and we're going to go see 19,891. You know 43 cents will be coming here. So it's doing nothing. It just made its lowest low of the entire crash downtrend, and it's just recently, I'm talking a couple days ago, made its lowest high of the entire downtrend. When you've just made the lowest low and the lowest high, there is just nothing anyone could make of an argument that is bullish. You can't. How? The trend is your friend. The trend is terrible. Terribly bearish. Even if it goes up from here, it's just not a good idea to be trying to, you know, long assets that are only making lower highs, lower lows for an extended amount of time, and then they most recently just made their lowest levels. That's so bad, man. Yes, there was bullish divergence, hardcore bullish divergence. It played out. My God, dude, from the lowest low to the highest high, it went up 102% in 7 days. 102%. That's insane. So yeah, when you go up 100% in 7 days and hidden bearish divergence starts developing in a downtrend, you better believe it could very well dump 40%. Okay. But it hasn't yet, and that's great, man. That's great. It was news driven. It was news driven, man. 100% news driven. Catalyst, my God. Can't believe anyone would be buying any new stuff in crypto right now. It's crazy. It is crazy, man. I'm just finishing my coffee here, man. Been live hour 10 minutes, you know, like nothing. Just going across the markets, checking them out, you know, and doing a few requests, and that's just the way these streams are going to be, man, until there's volatility, there's price action, there's something else, man. It's summertime sadness for the traditional technical analysis streamer of all markets, right? It's harder times now. So the next request for Russ. Oh God, it's crypto. Oh no. Hedron. Oh man. I can't even believe I've been here before, you know. Real life. Here it is. Hedron. Oh, dude, I mean, it pumped and it dumped. That's a certain pump and dump right there, if I've ever seen one. But yeah, it's back above 53.30. If you stay above 53.30, that's great. Could really pivot here and go higher, but that's all I can do is tell you the levels. I don't see anything here that is bullish. In fact, there is an actual bearish edge, right? You made a high, you made a much lower high on that pump, and now you're making higher levels on the oscillators. Not much by much, but it's very real. It's there. And that implies a continuation downward where you're getting it. You're getting the continuation downward the past 48 hours. But if you stay above 53.30, then you could be running straight back up to 89.18 again. Which I guess I must have plotted this on the 4 hour or something, because it doesn't even make much sense on the daily, and that's a problem, you know. That just Oh, yeah, really. I mean, the real, I guess, candle on the daily would be like 10,500. So I mean, at least 8,900 to 10,500 if 5330 holds, which means like almost doubling from here. But you just got to be a little concerned about a high, then the much lower high, and then look even on your RSI like that. You know, just you just made your lowest low of all time. You just made your lowest high of all time. Those are real life events. Those things have occurred. So anytime you made your lowest low of all time, and then right after your lowest high of all time, what do you want from me? Like, what can I even say? It's hard to be bullish on anything that does that ever. But yeah, you're trying to backtest 5330, the lowest low ever, February 28th of this year. If it holds, yeah, it could be going right back up to those next levels we just talked about. That's all I can do, man. Okay, this is not a good chart to be like trying to get traditional technical analysis. Any on Uniswap or Binance Smart Chain, it's all crap, dude. See here. Okay, what was it you were asking about something in? I'm looking for it. Ash? Is your Discord name Ash? I'm looking for it. Last post in community chat below Citadel. Oh man, I'm in it.
Would you please take a peek at VSDM? Bullish divergence on the 3D MACD and RSI. Possible bearish fat in development?
Oh, I see it, Ash.
Thanks, bro.
Near me, well, yeah, of course, dude. We will look at it. Thank you, man. Right after this, for sure. Okay. Caterpillar. All right, Caterpillar. Let's go to Cat. He's like, what is this, man? What is this? Let me pull it up real quick. So he's talking about a potential butterfly. There's nothing wrong with that. That's completely appropriate. He's asking about a potential butterfly. I would look more like I don't think I'd be looking for a long on a butterfly. I do not like the way you had a buying climax after an insane run, and then look what's happened. You have just really confirmed that there are less market participants in this asset than there was before. So that's distribution, and then you confirmed it on June 9th, and you've rolled over, and you just made your lowest low since February of last year. My God, like a year and a half. I think Caterpillar's going to 173, but it doesn't hold 173. 142 probably in time. I don't know. You're going to get some stops at maybe 162. Like, you can't ignore that. That's real price action. But he's talking about, what about this? Is a butterfly? Is this valid? Of course, you're identifying it appropriately. Absolutely, man. So minimum target would be a 1272 on the butterfly. Your first stop. Minimum's 162. That lines up pretty well with the potential area from 2018. If you multiple times was a peak. Okay, but that's like just butterflies are between the 1272 and the 1618. So the next stop could be the 1414. God, so, I mean, kind of nowhere. Doesn't make too much sense. The 1618 though. 1618 makes perfect sense. Wow, look at that. Look at the 1618, a critical level. You've had valleys, many peaks. Tremendous level. That's the target on Caterpillar from here. 142 in time. If you're patient, you're going to get lots of ups and downs, man. You've already had lots of ups and downs. But I think if it does rally, and wherever it goes, I'm thinking Caterpillar will make a lower high than 232 and roll over again, and then make a lower low, lower highs, lower lows. This is a long, drawn-out thing. We're in a downtrend, just like we were in a downtrend from January 2018 all the way to the COVID crash. Think you got the same stuff. Like, look, you made the buying climax, right? Then you made all these highs here, and then just clear distribution confirmed. Okay, well, you're getting clear distribution confirmed. All these peaks are lower than that high. So now you're rolling over. You're making lower lows now. So yeah, eventually this could take, dude, for real, 4, 5, 6, 7 months before we get there. So it's good identification of a harmonic structure here. Sure, you're valid. Okay, if that helps. Thank you, Ash, man. I love Caterpillar, because Caterpillar, this is the most incredible harmonic in human history. Come at me. We have Caterpillar, all right? Caterpillar. Before it goes in its cocoon, or after it goes in its cocoon, metamorphosis occurs. A bearish butterfly occurred on Caterpillar, and it was the literal top before the COVID crash. How amazing. You can't even make that up. That on Caterpillar, a bearish butterfly called the top before the COVID crash. And a type 2 return to boot with bearish divergence. It was the Jesus. It was the Jesus, man. Let's go to the next one for Todd. Oh my God, Bitcoin's bumping, man. We're back to Veristum. Well, we were here, and again, it looked pretty interesting because of the bullish divergence. It was interesting because of the clear inflection point that you were holding back from 2016. But, you know, today it was down 4%. 4% down. So as long as it's above 105, everything's fine. But when you fall below 105, boom, 83 cents, and that sucks, right? It's trying to bottom out here, man. It's trying, and it's trying. I don't think you want to be seeing 105 again, man, right? It could kind of start reminding me of platinum, where it's like it's hitting these supports. And this is where it should be done, man. We should be done with 105. You do not be hitting this level so much and then no follow through, and then you start testing it again, very weak. You start going bearish. Even here, I know it's like, why would it? You're not supposed to get this many opportunities to go long at these strategic areas. You're not. And every time you keep coming back to test it, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker of a support before it does, you know, break down and see 83 cents again in very bearish market conditions. So pay attention. I mean, it seems good, but where's the fall? It is time to get follow through. Like, there's no more time to hang around and do nothing. Okay, it's time. And if it starts seeing 105 again, you should know it's probably not what it seems, unfortunately. All right, so Bitcoin, hey man, it goes up, it goes down because liquidity is gone. It's summertime. Bitcoin already crashed, man, like 3 times. Okay, you're gonna get your ups and your downs. Ups and downs, man. Here it is, right? What's up, Ash, man? Thanks for the 14 right there, dude. Cheers. Thanks for the... What was that? 80? Thanks for the $80 on the day. Holy crap, man. Thank you, man. 100% crowdsourced stream. You're keeping the dream alive, dude. Appreciate that. Easy to tip in really bullish, stupid market conditions. To tip in these market conditions is unbelievable. It's like, wow. Like, never gonna forget, all right? So, here it is. Are we double topping, man? Are we double topping on Bitcoin? Well, the double top so far, I mean, the fall through hasn't really been there. I mean, a little bit. Like, you went down a couple percent. That's not really real. You know, it could just pivot, make a higher low, and run again back to 21.6. It hasn't done that yet either. So, it's hard to say. All I know is you haven't made a 38% retrace, not even close. So, it's always possible. It's always in the cards. Same time, the market is so bearish too. It's been so bearish. Oh, Binance went down. Oh my God, man. Scary times. Yeah, I know. NASDAQ showing a little falling wedge action. It's a little down sloping price contraction stuff. Yeah, I get that. I mean, again, dude, like you break that. But I think we're in a greater downtrend, right? I mean, you got that maybe, but you've got a down sloping channel, dude.
Hey Mitch. DXY monthly, logarithmic chart. Trend line peak February 1985, double top July 2001 and January 2002. Line through these points, touches along support trend line 2015 and March 2018. Then W to rally up. 119 to test 2001 and 2002.
Joe Mama thinks, dude. I guess we'll go to the DXY. Why not? Why not, man? The DXY topping out, man. It could be. Yeah, it could very well be confirming that it's over. Absolutely. I don't know. Someone was talking about in general chat today. I was just pulling their chain. People have been calling the top on the US dollar for months. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, like, look at the RSI. Oof. This is super bearish divergence, man. I mean, this is not like you go from a high. Here it is. Doesn't matter which peak. From the high to the higher high. That's real life. That is a form of Class A bearish divergence right there. Impending price action, reverse the downside implied. It's starting to begin. But it's really, at the same time, not. I mean, we're talking about log scale. Okay, we're in log scale. Monthly. He wants the monthly, okay. So much for a double top, right? Because it never broke the neckline. It never broke 91 bucks. You are definitely you're I mean, either here or 107. Yeah, like big time inflection point, like where reversals happen all the time. What are you talking about? Trend line peak February 1985. Yeah. The supply line, the log scale supply line here. You broke it, you already back tested it. He's talking about this. So, I mean, dude, you just get a gray zone, you just mark it, right? So, I mean, like, 1974, this is exactly where the DXY topped out. 1976, exactly where the DXY topped out at. Now, you broke it. You did break it in 82, fell back below in 86. Look, exactly where in 1989 a reversal occurred. You broke it in 2000, 2003, you came back, and then you topped out. Look, 2016, 2020, and now it's 2022, and you're just here, man. You're just at this zone, a massive zone. But the monthly is not showing an edge, really. Not really yet. So I'm trying to think what 119 to test 2001, 2002. I mean, if you break 107, I think it's extremely probable you're going to 120, but that's a big deal. It's like 107. That just happens to be this massive inflection point where historically we reversed there. So, but yeah, I think it's amazing. It's like, the chart, like, it was a double topping. Well, now it's like confirming it was a bump and run. This is a textbook bump and run, right? You broke out, then you back tested, right? You bumped and now you're running. So you showed accumulation. Oh man, hold on. Right, showing accumulation, showing confirmation low, confirmation of accumulation above the 200-month moving average. I mean, it's amazing, right? Yeah, you break 107, 120, you break 120, my God, 161, 1985, wow. So, yeah, you're doing some really good stuff. And yeah, you think like X, A, B, C, D, like a deep retrace 145 to 150 up there. I mean, I can't imagine a world, what's going on in the world if that's happening, man. That's scary stuff. It's so bad for everyone else in the world. Think about all the other, currency pairs, how devastated their charts are, and how much, like, I guess, turmoil they're going to have in their society if the DXY is at 150 again, okay? So I don't even want to think about it really until we, hey, you 7 alert above 107, okay? But until then, you're not breaking out of anything. You're just clearly at a level where reversals have happened historically. So don't get cocky, kid. You could reverse here. Okay, that makes sense? Okay. Enjoying the live stream, that like button, the bell, sub. Thanks for being here, everyone. I really appreciate it. We've been live an hour and a half now, and you know, we kind of gone across the markets, kind of done our thing, and it's low liquidity hours. Parabolic uptrend on the DXY is still insane, right? It's still insane, man. It could break anytime, man. Yeah, of course. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is where a pullback, a more major pullback occurs, because you are showing some buyer exhaustion finally on the daily. Yeah. Can't be that surprised. That'd be good for everything, including crypto, if the DXY did pull back. Okay. So you're not dead yet on Bitcoin. The bearish divergence is playing out barely, not by too much yet. I think it's going to take maybe a bad day on the market to push this thing down for real. And you know, stock market's been only going up last week, and then today it was kind of up. You know, it was flat today. So Bitcoin went down, but I'm saying like if the index funds dump, I mean, it's not going to be, Bitcoin's probably going to dump too, but no dumps happened yet. No dumps happened since we bottomed out late a couple weeks ago or whatever. So I appreciate all the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Y'all are a great community. I'm very grateful to have the viewers and community that I have, and it's an honor, man, because you could be watching anyone and you choose me, and I completely understand that, and I think that's really cool. So I'll just leave y'all to it. Not sure if we're going to get any more follow through on the bearish divergence we saw on the 4-hour and on the second top here. All right, so until next time, respect the TA.